Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Lakers in Los Angeles. The Lakers with some momentum in their favor.
Shoot the second I go out. Catch me chillin' with Offset and you out. You gotta give a resume so I can see what you're about. Yo, snatch up your camera. I need things like astronaut. Please don't make me pull up on you. Lot of time sweet, like to get right to the point. And my sneakers match my sweater. I got hella sauce like soy. Like my dad, I'm the man. Don't wanna see me mad. What you do is you lost. Go ahead and call a cab. Hey, yesterday my mother called me. She told me that you be ready.
Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. Welcome everyone to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Western Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Los Angeles Lakers intent on protecting home court. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City where they were able to handle the Thunder. They've got a nice head start on this season series, up 2-0.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, I think when your bench puts up that kind of productivity, it makes your offense so much more difficult to defend. It's a key element in their last win.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Inside pairing is Grant and Adams. Matthews out there with Russell Westbrook, and it's George in at the small forward.
Yeah, and Ball, a transcendent talent, I think has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
Doris, we've already had a few surprises this season. Some teams really exceeding expectations. Others have kind of gone the other way. What's your take?
You know, it's always a little bit early to tell exactly what kind of team you're going to have, because we've seen this historically. A team races out to maybe a 7-1 start or a 10-1 start, and yet perhaps they come back to the field. The teams that are the youngest seem to have the steepest learning curve. So where are the lottery picks and what impact are those guys having?
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Greg, the defense better start to disrupt his rhythm, or it's going to be an awfully long night for them.
And it's in there.
This is Steven Adams at his absolute best. This guy is a high percentage shooter because he understands how to use his frame.
Now here's James. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers. Ball, the pass to AI. Kuzma with it. Clock at 6. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
Now here's Matthews. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by James.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Let's send it out to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. David?
Right, Kevin. When he talked about this game plan, he said the other team is just too fast to make this an up-and-down battle. He said if this is a half-court game, we win, and if it's a fast-break game, they win. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Westbrook kicks to Grant. It's Matthews on the wing. Westbrook against Ball. Matthews. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
That's just great concentration by Wes Matthews. Absorbs the hit and nails it.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And Wes Matthews, that veteran wing from Marquette, has always been a strong 3-and-D player since coming into the league back in '09. Year in and year out, it is a great source of long-range shooting.
Now, here's AI. He had 31 points in the win against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And also 4 blocks. I mean, just an important factor on both ends.
Here's Grant, pass to Matthews. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his second.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. And small forward and power forward, it's George and Patterson. Russell Westbrook out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Ajinça in at the 5.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Lakers trail by 4. Mikhailuk is guarded by Schroeder. Down low, Paul George with the steal. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for the Thunder. This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one at the line is good. This Laker team led by LeBron didn't need a lot of time to adjust to one another. Greg, a great start to the season for them.
You would think with all the youth and the vets, they would need some time to gel. The team has got off to a hot start, though, and their focus has been terrific. Not a surprise LeBron has everyone falling in line.
Outside Westbrook. Lob pass to George. It's deflected. Here's Ingram. Shot to stop the run, and it's good on the way in. Ingram's got his first 2 points of the night.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
And there's the pass to Ajinça. Dishes it to Westbrook. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
Boy, oh boy, is Russell Westbrook tough on the interior? Even against quality defense, this guy makes it look easy.
Time now for an injury report.
After taking a look, he informed me that it doesn't look too bad. We're well into this season, and that is the last thing this team needed. And that's going to make things much harder for them down the road. Kevin?
Okay, Dave, thanks. Sounds like he won't be out for too long. In the corner, George with it. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. That's now 8 points for Paul George.
Now, Paul George is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot guy. Measures the shot before receiving the pass. It's hard to guard.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, boy, that's 2 on him now. And if he gets a third foul before halftime, his playing time is going to have to be limited for a bit.
AI outside. It's good. AI's got 7.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Here's Westbrook. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
I can't imagine the energy expended by Russell Westbrook. Always a threat to score, even when he's getting knocked around.
Pass to AI. Mikhailuk. He's guarded by Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. Ingram kicks to AI. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 15-4 run. Los Angeles making a switch here. James is checked in. Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. And so here is Oklahoma City. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Passes it to George. Here's Westbrook. He's covered by Ingram. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's George, and that basket pushes the lead to double digits. He's got 10.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
And the Lakers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
The Thunder leading by 9. Westbrook finds George. Now Adams. Pass to Schroeder. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Deflects the pass. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
I love the tenacity right now. Definitely on the prowl, looking for every opportunity to make a steal. The other team has got to be sharp.
Here's James. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
This guy's an absolute beast. You see the power and the soft touch that LeBron James combines in his game. Wow.
To the middle, stolen. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Wagner.
I'll tell you, it was the sharp passing that led to that shot. Terrific teamwork.
Outside Westbrook. Outside George. Clock at 6. Shoots over Ingram. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
And that one, good. And now just a 5-point Thunder lead.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
There's the pass to Patterson. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Lakers have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. LeBron can't get it to go.
Yeah, that's just a missed opportunity. Something there just a little off.
Yeah, simply a little bit careless, I think. Can't just throw it up there. You have to time these alley-oops perfectly.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Count it.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Westbrook passes to Patterson. Inside. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And one area where they've improved here in the second quarter is getting the ball in the paint. That inside scoring has gotten much stronger.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Grant, he's checked in for Patterson, and McLemore subbed in for George.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Westbrook kicks to Grant. Over to the wing.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time.
Who are some of the players you watch that get stronger as the game goes on? They're not cut down by fatigue and still have that energy, something left in the tank.
Those guys who show me superhuman strength a la Kevin Harlan. Those guys who come to mind, LeBron James, that's a bad man. It doesn't matter if it's the first minute or the 48th minute. Russell Westbrook is indefatigable. His stamina and his ability to dominate in triple overtime once is absolutely incredible. And then what did we see from Anthony Davis when Boogie Cousins went down? A man who for 48 minutes on both ends is a problem. Those 3 men, Kev.
Endless energy. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Clippers was tremendous. He ended with 31 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. Just his latest spectacular performance. He showed once again why he's a nightmare to game plan against.
Hey, David, thank you. Any chance he can match that, guys, in that performance again here tonight?
I tell you what, I know he believes he can. His confidence right now is sky high, and he doesn't think there's anybody that can stop him.
Well, there might not be, because he's coming into this game thinking he can be just as dominant as he was the last time he took the floor.
Yeah, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Kuzma. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Oklahoma City. They've led by as many as 11 points. And it's AI with the rebound. AI's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. LeBron, good. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Inside, here's Matthews, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
There are certain guys that you identify as the prototypical 3-and-D player, and Wesley Matthews is one of those guys. I love that he prides himself on his ability to guard elite wings and the kind of deep range he has, even in critical moments of games. This guy's a big-time guy.
It's stolen by Adams. And the Thunder pushing it up now. McLemore with the ball. Westbrook with a wide-open look. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Well, for Matthews, he does most of his offensive work from outside, but Doris has more to his game than just that.
Well, I think the thing that I think of when I think of Wesley Matthews is how hard this guy works. And yes, he started as an offensive perimeter threat, but he's dedicated himself to rounding out his game, and you love that from a veteran.
For Los Angeles, they have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
I don't know how often we can say we get to watch a once-in-a-generation talent, but how lucky are we to watch LeBron do his thing.
Here's Westbrook. Adams trying to free himself up. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Westbrook's got the game tied up here for the Thunder. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Pass to Kuzma. Stolen by Grant. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Matthews into the lane, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 3rd assist on the night. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. The Lakers have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
So he gets them both. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. Westbrook surveying the D. One second left, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Oklahoma City shooting 40% from the field. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. AI is out there with ball, and it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Laker 5.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend the mid-range shot.
George, no good. The Lakers shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. James wide open. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Now, I think they'll keep going to him more and more as they look to hang on to their lead. Why not with the way this guy is shooting it?
George finds Matthews. Adams in the corner. Grant outside. Just 5 on the clock. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And George with the stuff.
Well, that's about timing and precision and knowing for Paul George how to use that leaping ability to get that alley-oop.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Habit. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Vucevic. He's got 5. And here is Ball. 6 on the shot clock. AI right side. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. Thunder trailing by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Passes it to George. Here's the 3. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Westbrook. Nice form on the 20-footer. Westbrook's got 15 points.
Well, why not, Kevin, right? When Russell Westbrook is working to the degree he is tonight, why wouldn't you consistently run your offense through him? It makes perfect sense.
Grant against Kuzma. Kicks the ball. Pass to Vucevic. 6 on the shot clock. And they pick up 2. 7 points in the game.
Boy, that's all you can do as a defender. Vucevic really showing strides, nailing contested shots.
Outside Matthews. The pass to George. Matthews against LeBron. And Matthews kicks to George. Fires the 3. George missing again.
He's fighting it in this quarter. Hasn't been able to get into any sort of groove.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line. For 2. So many aspects go into developing Doris, a winning team, coaching, players, all the front office moves. How much do you think ownership affects that equation?
Well, I think it's absolutely critical. Leadership starts at the top down. And what kind of organization do you want? What kinds of behaviors will you tolerate? What kinds of things do you emphasize in terms of what you want your culture to be about? And to me, that starts at the top. When you look at the organizations that have great history with sustained success, it starts at the top with ownership.
I like your word culture. That makes so much sense. Here's Grant. No good from outside.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
And a moment now to see some numbers for Russell Westbrook. 3rd in assists, 10th in scoring, and don't forget top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists right now. He does a great job of running the offense, spotting the open guy, and making the sound delivery. He throw good, AI. Marjanovic checked in for Los Angeles. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Wesley Matthews.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Kuzma against Grant. Shot clock at 5. George, that's a two-pointer.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit.
Ball kicks to Marjanovic. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And not just sustaining the lead, they're adding to it.
Right, and this is precisely what you want to do. Build up the lead and keep the pressure on.
Wagner, he's checked in for the Lakers. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Patterson's checked in.
And Steven Adams came into this league at 19, already a physical specimen, and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
He kicks to Patterson. Can they get it? And it's Ingram with the rebound.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Ball, the pass to AI. Got a piece of it.
Well, persistent defense on the part of Patrick Patterson. This guy anticipates the shot and says, no, sir.
Back to Schroeder. This one for 3. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And plenty of bumping and elbowing inside as ever. Steven Adams strong enough, though, to come out on top of that battle.
Yeah, not shy at all about contact. Grew up the youngest of 18 children. He had to hit above his weight for over a decade. Now he's got the upper hand.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Wagner. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Steven Adams. George against Ingram. Right side George. Fades and shoots.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
AI passes to Ingram to the inside. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to AI. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Dennis Schroeder. 2 shots. And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for AI.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
You look at AI. He's definitely got a shot at making it to the top 4 slots this year. We'll just have to see if he ends up moving up.
Listen, I know this guy is hoping he gets the opportunity to be a part of it this year, and it would be a huge disappointment for him if he's not able to showcase some of those phenomenal dunking skills.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Here's George. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
And Paul George, a terrific two-way player, an all-star, an all-NBA performer, and multiple all-defense selections.
And Paul George has made it a goal to win Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, he's got tremendous length and quickness, but really his pride at that end of the floor might matter even more. He just takes great pride in being a complete player.
Well, just loses his head for a moment. That's not overthinking. That's just not thinking.
Bounce pass, Schroeder. Westbrook finds Schroeder. And he uses the glass on the layup. Schroeder's got 14 points.
I'll tell you, somebody on the defensive end has got to step in and try to get a body on him there.
Ball, the pass to AI. Here's Marjanovic. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Lakers lead by 11.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Oklahoma City shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Passes it to Ajinça. Westbrook with it. AI picks him up. Patterson. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Well, we know that Patrick Patterson can step away and be a force as a face-up guy, but still plenty dangerous inside.
Ingram kicks to AI. Thunder with the rebound. Patterson's got his 5th rebound in this one. George against Ingram. Ingram with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's AI. And that one hits back iron. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Kicks to Schroeder. Shoots over Ball. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Schroeder.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Oh, I'll tell you, that's good basketball. You have to get a little creative against the big man, but I love his initiative.
And he has to take that long.
And so the Lakers take the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean...
All-time.
That's a good question.
My position, or
I had to go with Gary Payton.
Michael Jordan.